Hello, beautiful YouTube. Hello, beautiful YouTube. It's Emily. I hope you're having a wondrous day. Welcome to this space. Today, we are going to be talking about this quote that everybody knows, but is actually very important for the times we are in. Okay. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Okay, we're in hard times. We're in hard times. So societally speaking, globally speaking, there is a lot going on. It's like the middle of a spiritual warfare battle, and we really need some strong men. We really need some strong men. And there are so many who are rising to the challenge and stepping up. So thank you to each and every man out there who follows this channel and is one of those men who's just holding it down in the world. First I want to clear this space. So just clearing this space of anything that is not within my sovereign free will choosing, anything mechanical, artificial, inorganic, de-evolutionary, malevolent, or going against the law of one in any way, shape, or form. I do not consent to, and we here in this channel link space, we do not consent to. Okay, so I thought that I should look more like a man for this, because I feel that if you hear a man speaking to you, then you will listen in a different way than if it's a woman delivering a message like this. All right, so this is a book. I'm in a book club, and our book leader chose this book, and all of us women read it, and it was fascinating. We do not agree with everything in this book. We agree with about 72-ish%, we decided. So I think it was fascinating for all of us women to read this, because in my book club group, it is women of all ages, and starting from the youngest is 22 and the oldest is in her 70s. And every single woman in that book club is, well, except for one, is unable to find the type of partner that they spiritually desire to have in their life. And I think that this is just because of culture. And he addresses this head on in the book, okay? So this is not your fault, men, but you have had such easy access to sex through technology, porn, dating, swipe fucking apps, and now OnlyFans and all of the things out there that constantly distract you and take you out of your divine sovereignty and have your energy spinning all types of the women that you're engaging with Shakti, instead of being able to be divinely yoked to a womb. And you are, of course, you are born of a womb, you have a mother. So if you're a man who's not in a sacred sexual union, you have your mother's womb. And when you decide to be with a priestess, I'll use that term for lack of a better word, because in here, I think this man actually does quite understand women's role. He literally has the sentence, "She is a cosmic treasure." Okay, I'll read you what he feels the woman's role is. She is a cosmic treasure, a woman who consumes the unknown, also we could say mystery, is powerful beyond measure and will amplify the energy around her when she is in a place of spiritual abundance. Without a doubt, the greatest gift a man can ever receive is a woman connected to the presence of God's source within herself. When she feels protected, provided for, and properly led, leadership is huge. All the women out there that I know, they do not feel like they could trust men to lead them. They do not actually trust men to take them to a place that they want to go, a place where they would feel like they would thrive and be able to really be who they're meant to be. So leadership is something all types of women are looking for. She is the mystery and the decoder all at once. Maintaining a higher connection to spirit is the primary task of the feminine. Okay, so women, sensitive women, particularly sensitive women who have the sensitivity and ability cultivated within them to be very connected to the spiritual realm. We talked about this a few videos back, how women are fluctuating with different hormones, many more than men. And men's testosterone just peaks every day at 7 a.m. and they are stable for a very, 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 very important reason, which he does highlight here. Basically saying that men are here to be the backbone of society, and they're here to provide stability and peace in times of uncertainty and change. And it is so scary to be a woman. Like, men do not understand this because they do not have these beautiful bodies where any crazy guy could harm them or kill them with their bare hands. So a man never actually understands the feeling that it feels like to be a woman walking around almost like you're some type of prey. And women have been led to believe, because of this part. Okay, let's talk about this part. So this is talking about sexual energy. Sexual energy is the governing force of the material world. When men give their sexual energy away freely without high purpose, everyone suffers for it. Hard times, okay? What are we seeing in the news? Jeffrey Epstein, pedophile island, all of the things. All right, yet, and this is where I really do have the deepest compassion for men, because it is not your fault. You were programmed into this. You were programmed into this with the songs you listened to in the 90s and the 2000s. You were programmed into this when you had porn available to you. You were programmed into this when you have all of the things, okay? I have friends who are men who have numbers of women that they have slept with that are literally like ungodly. Like one friend who went on a European vacation and came home and told me the number of women he had slept with, and I threw up because it disgusted me. And it's disgusting so many women that men are doing this. And I would say it's disgusting women who are spiritually connected to divine source and have spent many years cultivating their womb magia. And women are just these types of women. Like, personally, I'll just speak for myself. I have been celibate for over 3 years. And, you know, I don't know if I was like the freest woman. I could still count the number of men I've slept with on 2 hands. I won't tell you the exact number, but I had my fair share of partners. I gave away my sexual energy to people that had not earned my heart in the past. And like, I guess going on the journey to like fully reclaim when my body is a no, and to be able to voice that is really hard for a woman when you are pressured to always feel like you have to do something if someone's giving you something. I mean, it's all this cultural contextual bullshit that is hurting society. But women are waking up and they are going on these long journeys of celibacy and learning to harness their creative life force energy. And when a woman and a man who are not leaking their energy all over the place and all the chicks' DMs and needing validation constantly from all the things, and they're both harnessing it, and they come together in a sacred divine marriage, and that divine source being is between them. This is a type of creative potential that we have not seen on this earth for so long, because men have harmed women who particularly are sensitive, and that is a tragedy of the world, because really cosmic she who is she is a cosmic treasure. And so I think we just need to remember that men who are in their integrity, and men who are really masters of time and space, and men who can take positive ownership for what the world is becoming, like they would take positive. Till Swan talks about this. She's like probably one of the best voices collectively that women agree she is speaking to what women are wanting. She has this thing called containment, like a pearl or a clam in a clamshell, the containment, the structure. John Wineland calls this, men are the master of time and space. They lead the way. You are grounded in the third dimensional world for a reason. And it is because, and thank you for helping this world become a better place, and having the ability that a woman simply does not have, to be able to always have the, like, work like a man. You know, like, how many women are out there trying to work like a man? I know a few in my life, and they are pissed off, they're angry, they're furious at the men in their lives, but they are repressing it and trying to be what society is asking them to be. Like, for me, that's just not an actual option. I'm actually like too sensitive to be able to do that. I have tried to do that, and it just puts me in a place that is like not for what as I accept what I am as a 5-planet air sign, and like, just I'm like, okay, I am here to channel and communicate with the higher realms. That is me really owning myself, and so many women are doing this. And of course, I'm not talking about all women, and I'm not talking about all men, and there's always rules to the exception, and none of this is like solid in stone, and there's a reason for anomalies that are outside the bell curve, and some women do prefer to be very masculine, and some men do need to be very feminine. Okay, so this is in no way, shape, or form an attack. And if you know me personally, and you know the company I keep, and you know my openness to all walks of life and all the liberated world, like then you would know, and I know because this is like a public place and many people don't know me personally, but I'm not someone who's like coming from like some conservative Christian viewpoint of like only this. I'm just saying that there is a divine sacred order of nature, of positive and feminine, of light and dark, of sunshine and moonlight. And there is like a divine nature to life. And for anyone who feels called to be in deep alignment with nature, and to like let divine, mysterious Mother Nature, cosmic Mother Nature, reveal the majesty of being a human being to people. It's like, why wouldn't we want that? Why wouldn't we want that? Okay, here's something the book group really talked about, and it actually made me feel sad when we talked about it. I was like, God, this is so true. There's a part in here where he talks about how one of the greatest things that a woman can give a man is a child, is a legacy, is a, you know, and everyone in the group was just like, yeah, I'm not meeting any men out there who want that. Like, what's going to happen to humanity if just like people want to fuck robots? Like, really, what's gonna happen to humanity when the majority of people would rather fuck a robot than like have an honest heart-to-heart conversation and be able to express themselves in loving and caring ways? Like, I don't know. All right. Anyways. Okay. So I hope that that has been insightful and inspired any man out there to further come into your leadership abilities and in a way that's conscious and enlightened enough that a highly conscious woman can trust that, like, okay, if I'm going to surrender to your physical third dimensional leadership, then I want to trust that you are going in a conscious direction and not going off the rails and going to end in a blah, whatever. Like, whatever. That's the collective voice of woman coming through me to the men of the world. Like, yes. Okay. Much love. Please be kind in the comment section. Like, I've been feeling the goddess asking me to deliver this message for many months, and I just keep like, no, I don't want to come out and talk about this, but I was just feeling like, I guess it's time. Mostly because, like, I want the women in my life to feel safe with the men that love them. And that is a sad thing when most of my friends either can't find someone that they feel safe with, they can't find someone that they would trust with their Shakti, because Shakti is powerful energy. You give Shakti to the wrong man, and it backfires on you, ladies. And there's all types of Shakti you can go out there and get for free. But there is true karmic imprinting through sexual experience that people don't realize. And so people who have all types of sexual partners and are leaking sexual energy all the place are really opening themselves up for hard times. And I can look back in my own personal life and be like, thank God I didn't sleep with this person or whatever, because now that I understand the actual sacred and holy nature of what sexual energy is, I realize that I would, even though I don't feel like I've slept with that many people, I still wish that my number was lower. But it is what it is. I'm glad for the sexual experiences I've had. I've only really ever felt like one experience was something that I just did not want at all. And that's, for a lot of women, they cannot say the same, and that's sad that I even had to have one experience like that. But yeah, that's the reality of the times we've been in, the music entertainment industry we were fed, the programming and subliminal programming through films and movies we were shown, and the ways that we really got out of our center and knowing. But thank God we are all coming home to center. And I'm excited. I mean, I'm kind of nervous, on the edge of like, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, they now have a robot that's gonna grow babies. So I do think there's a timeline split about to occur. And I certainly want to live and be free in the natural world, and to really understand the true nature of my creative capacity as a human being, as a woman, and as a woman who knows what a woman's gift is, and is able to give that gift, to give that service. Because for as much as women don't value themselves and value what they can give, like any women watching out there, what you give is pure beauty.